Welcome to another review edition of the Simply Put podcast. I am J. Ramos.
What's up, Simply Put Talk Nation, baby? You see us? This is Fred Niones. So in the meantime, in between time, let's get this review edition started.
In this review episode, we will give you our take on Dreamworks' How to Train Your Dragon 2.
This is Burke. Life here is amazing. Dragons used to be a bit of a problem, but now they've all moved in.
Did I tell you that you look amazing today? Because you do.
And with Vikings on the backs of dragons, the world just got a whole lot bigger.
This is amazing!
You guys know how this works. We'll give you a brief non-spoiler review. Then we will go spoiler heavy with our positives, negatives, and in-betweens. At the end, we will always give you our rating on how we feel about this movie. So let's get this review started.
Yes, sir. I'll take it from here, Jay.
Thank you, Fred.
As you know, this is a sequel to the first one, How to Train Your Dragon. We follow Hiccup and his favorite dragon, numero uno, Toothless, the Night Fury, Night Fury. You know, they're riding on dragons now, so the world is expanding, and now there's a new nemesis coming forth, which his name is Bloodfist.
Drago.
Yeah, Drago Bloodfist. And, you know, great story, great family movie. CGI was amazing. Character development was there. We get raw emotion. And I think it's the best animation movie in the last 5 years. Sorry, the crown has been taken.
Yeah, I completely agree with everything he said. Maybe I'll just add on that you could have anybody in your family watch this. You could have a baby watch this. You could have your grandparents watch this. You could have your emo cousin that doesn't really like movies watch this, and they will still enjoy it. That's how good it was.
Yes.
And everything was there. The essence of the first one, and the everything that was great about the first one brought to you. This is the second one, times 5, I believe.
I say times a million.
Oh, yeah.
Or to my DBZ heads, over 9,000.
It was over 9,000. Well, anyways, that's our little non-spoiler review. We're gonna go a bit spoiler heavy.
So there's a spoiler alert coming.
Spoiler alert. So guys, please, if you haven't watched this yet, pause us, go to the theaters, bring everybody and your moms to go watch this, then come back, unpause us, and listen to the rest of the review.
Okay.
And you could agree or disagree with us, but this is what we're going to have to say.
All right.
Fred, what do you think?
Oh, man. I'm going to just go off with my favorite moments of the movie. You know, I actually cried in a couple of scenes because it was like...
I did too. I think...
There was the Lion King moment where I'll get into a little later. But definitely one of my favorite scenes was him just flying.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that first scene when they're like trying to get their... technique down of turning tight corners, and then like I love the evolution of the world also.
Yeah,
how
they expanded.
Yeah, they expanded the world. How they're on dragons now, so they're going this. You see
much further.
Yeah, you see Hiccup mapping the whole world,
and then he gets updone by his mom when she does the bigger map, and she's like,
exactly.
Oh, really?
And like we get a whole new breed of alpha.
Oh yeah, that alpha was cool. I wish I was riding that.
Yeah, that alpha fight was amazing.
But, the first alpha fight.
The first alpha fight, yeah. First alpha fight. Actually, no. The second one was pretty cool, too.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know. But,
the first alpha fight, when you see the two big...
alpha dragons.
The bewilder beasts, as they're called, duking it out. My second favorite scene was when he had the reunion with his mom.
Oh, yeah.
That brought me to tears. Like, a mother never forgets her son. And then the last favorite moment is the Lion King moment where his dad ultimately takes one in the chest.
Stoic.
He died like a G, man.
He did.
And they gave him the Viking funeral, and that was their hurrah moment where, you know, the climax happens and
let's go get him.
Exactly. Hiccup comes back as the hero to be, and you know, great movie, man. Like I said, you have everything there, the emotions there.
The sad, the angry, the happy, the everything.
Yeah, the comedic ways.
Comedic. You know,
and
the depressing.
I can just keep going on and on,
yes,
but
yes.
Jay, I'll have to give you the floor in this one.
Oh, man. The cast comes back with a vengeance.
Oh yeah.
Even the little subtleties of Jonah Hill, Christopher Mintz-Plasse. Platz. And one of my new favorites in Silicon Valley, T.J. Miller, and Kristen Wiig. I know Fred's gonna disagree with me here, but Kit Harington was a good addition too. I know, and
We'll discuss that a little later.
Hounsou, man, he's such a great villain.
Yeah, perfect
for playing Drago. The voice alone, it was like, whoa, man, I'm scared. Please don't hurt me.
And when he was doing his like screaming thing,
yeah, oh man, that really good. One of my favorite scenes, of course, is the reunion scene with Stoic and Valka.
Yeah, Volker.
When they do the marriage dance and
oh yeah, I cried in that one too.
Yeah, and Hiccup finally sees the love and the passion between his two parents that he's never ever seen, because of course his mother is taken away very very young at his age. And I liked how Hiccup made so many more gadgets this time around. Of course, the flying suit, the flame sword with the gas chamber in the back.
Yeah, to make him seem like a dragon.
Yeah. Like he could blend in with dragons so much easier now.
Dragon Master.
I'll fight this alpha.
Yeah.
So, oh man, Hounsou kind of like stole some of the parts for me because his voice alone is very epic. Another one of my favorites was the whole Jedi thing with the Alpha and Toothless.
Oh, yeah, the mind trick.
Yeah, like you were so mad that the Alpha was doing that to him, but then
made him kill a Stoic.
Yeah, especially
it's raw emotion right there, man.
Because he had to throw away his number one friend because he killed his father. But Fred, what do you think? Which character do you think stole the movie? Mine would be Hounsou.
Actually, I'm gonna give it to Miss Cate Blanchett.
Oh yeah, she was awesome.
Voicing the mother Hiccup Valka. I love that they like the way she moved. She was like just with dragons for 20 years. Yeah, and she like moved like them, and she didn't really know how to talk.
Oh, especially the scene when Stoic like touched her on the shoulder.
Yeah, she was like, I'm not used to it.
I'm not used to it anymore. But then
and the way they established the rules to this universe. You know, it was awesome. Like how Hiccup differs his way of taming dragons to Hounsou's character,
and also how Valka does it. Also, she's like more involved.
Yeah, she's more like thing, and like she said it earlier, like he has the soul of a dragon.
Yeah, like so, she takes after him.
So he knows. So like I love that character development in him because he said it like, oh, I may be my father's son, but I'm not my dad, and I never met my mother, so.
And I want to find who I am. Yes,
exactly. So
it was a very coming of age story.
Yeah,
like the first one, but like the first one was more for the child coming of age. Now it's more of the teenager, young adult coming of age.
Yeah, and I love the fact that they aged him.
Yes. It was great that they aged him. Yeah. Like they expanded the viewing audience. Although the first
and from the get, we get like a very adult theme where like he's running away from being chief.
Yeah. He doesn't want to take those responsibilities.
And ultimately, it's forced upon him to the death of his father. So, you know, I don't know who wrote it, but this is
props to them.
One of the greatest animated stories I've seen in a while. Dean DeBlois, the director, actually wrote it. And what does that say? Cressida Cowell. Yeah. So, man, well written, man. To me, I think it's better than the last 10 maybe Disney movies.
Do you think it was better than the first one?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so too. And I did hear a rumor that there is going to be a part 3. There is going to be a sequel to How to Train Your Dragon 2. So
because during the movie they were like actually kind of hinting at it.
Yeah, they left it a little open.
You know, because like at the end we find out that not only Hiccup becomes a chief, but Toothless himself
becomes alpha.
Exactly, he becomes the alpha of the dragon.
Oh man, I've completely forgot about it. The scene when he turns into Godzilla.
Oh yeah,
with the blue tail.
Yeah, the blue tail. Yeah.
He
became like a Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that was awesome. Fun. Fred, what do you think? Which scene would be so underrated?
I would think the first reunion scene with his mom, with his actually no, the reunion scene with Stoic and Volca.
Yeah.
Because like
Which one? When he was walking up to her?
Yeah.
At first, and then she was like cowering back.
And then you see the dragons ready to attack, and
then
she just lets her guard down.
Yeah, and then they all let their.
She realized like this is the man I love, even though I left him.
Yeah, and he still loves me with all his heart and his passion.
I think the backstory of Blood Fist.
Oh yeah. The little mini backstory.
Like, even though he is no doubt a bad guy in this, you kind of feel for him. Because he said, like, I know dragon's fire. Like Lord of the Rings right there. Lord of the Rings reference. But, like, yeah, they humanized him, which I love. And you don't really get that in movies like this. Yeah,
no, you don't. Like, you don't see where the bad guy comes from and you feel sorry for him. But, yeah, I liked how they did it in this film. Finishing off with the positives, where do you think this movie shines the most?
The heart, man. It's definitely the heart of the movie where it's like you could tell they're in a fantasy world with dragons and they're Vikings and they have these cool gadgets that the fire blade and stuff. But like they're dealing with real stuff, like what they would have to deal with, him picking up the mantle, learning to be a leader, accepting his destiny and finding who he is. This is like this is what we go through every day. And it's so refreshing to see this in an animated movie.
Yeah. And, definitely agree.
And we're getting that trend more in like with the genre movies, like superhero movies and stuff like that. What do you think?
Mine, where it shines the most, is the relationship between child and parents, and how you see when even if they were separated for a while, and they get back together, the joy and the passion that they had for one another. And how she really just wanted to be part of the family again. Yeah. And they were so willing and so ready to accept her, and they just came back together just so perfectly. It was really good.
Parental relationship.
Parental relationships, like between father and son, mother, son, or child, whatever. Yeah. But it was very good. That's where it shined to me the most. Okay, me, I don't have any negatives, so I'm just tossing this over to you, Fred. This movie was too good for my book.
It's really nitpicky in my point. I don't, if there was a negative, I'd just say the Eric character voiced by Jon Snow himself, Kit Harington.
Oh, I like that character.
He did serve a purpose in this, like
a bit of comedic role.
A little bit of comedic role and showing the fact that people can change. But
Rocky IV.
That's why I feel like he's there, his character's there. That's why you see the first one, because people can change. That was like one of the themes too. But yeah, other than that, I guess that's my only negative.
My rebuttal with that is that you should see the first one so you could see the development between Hiccup and Stoic. Yeah. And the people of Burke and how they evolve from a group of tribes people hating, fearing dragons to loving them, embracing them into a family setting of
it became
dragons.
Part of their culture. They even made a sport out of it.
They made a sport of sheep racing.
But definitely the iconic scene is at the end where you see Hiccup get the black sheep, put it in the goal, and then they both sit on the crown, and he's like, yep, I'm the man.
He's the alpha chief, and he's the alpha dragon.
Exactly.
Well, finishing it off, we're going to give you our rating system. I personally would give it a 9.3 out of 10. I think that's fair. What do you give it, Fred?
I'm going to compare it to the summer season movies. And to me, it's as good as Winter Soldier, so I'm giving it a 10.
Ooh, wow.
That's how great an animated movie it is. If I have to do my one sentence to describe this movie, I'm going to have to quote Hiccup's mother, Volca. You have the heart of a chief and the soul of a dragon.
Oh, man, that line is very epic. My one-liner would be, can can I get a Night Fury or a Cloud Hopper or an Alpha Dragon?
The Bewildered Beast.
The Bewildered Beast. That was pretty cool. IMDb gives it an 8.7, while Rotten Tomatoes has it 93 critics and 93 audience. That ends this review of How to Train Your Dragon 2. I, of course, is Jay Ramos. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at It's J-Man with a Z.
And I'm Fred Niones. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at _Fred_N.
For news and updates, check us out on our website, www.simplyputtalk.com. And you could find us also on Twitter and Facebook at Simply Put Talk. Check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes under the Simply Put Podcast.
Please subscribe, guys.
Please do. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment with your thoughts. Check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes under the Simply Put Podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment with your thoughts about what we had to say. We appreciate all your support, and definitely share us with your friends, family, everybody under the sun.
Yes, thank you for the continuing support.
Till next time, bye-bye.
Later days, my fellow listeners.